Hi guys, now my sound is working. Sorry. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. How was everybody's weekend? Mine was fucked. That's all I gotta say. Rushing cats to the hospital and shit. Jesus. It was bad. But looking like seemingly making some very, very slight progress with her. So, hi Lindsay, hi Promethean, hi Florida Metal. Good. That's good. I did want to try to do like an impromptu stream on Saturday, but I had so much nonsense going on that I couldn't make it, unfortunately. I couldn't do it, but soon. Once things settle down, God. Glad to be here tonight, though. I was really kind of looking forward to this. Even so, I'm extremely tired. But it's okay. I feel good to do this. I want to give psychic readings. I hope people are going to cash in some readings. I'm excited. Yeah. So other than that, I have not even been working on any art, really, even though I've been wanting to. But like I said, I have all these sick cats. I had my one cat. She has a hernia. She's bad, but it looks like there's slight improvement, but very slight. Then my other cat, she's got the bad tumors in her eyes, but that's something that it's not really an emergency right now. I really can't do anything about it. She's okay, it's just it hurts her. She would be getting like steroid eardrops or eye drops that would help this a little bit, but she has to wait. And then my other cat, Jar Jar Binks, yesterday I feel the side of his head and he's swollen, and it's like felt like a pillow with water, right? And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And he's not feeling good. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He doesn't want to eat because it's like bothering him. So I'm like, okay. I come home from work and I'm like, okay, I found this vet that's walking distance. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to just snatch him and run there because I get home at like 4 o'clock and they close at 5, right? So I'm like, okay. It's like about a 5-minute walk, so it's right around the corner. But guess what? I'm looking for him for 45 minutes. I can't find him anywhere. He's hiding under the house because he's not feeling good. I'm like, great. So we can't go because now it's too late. So finally, I start feeding all my cats and then I go out back and I see him. He's laying on the grass and just looking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, cat? Where were you? And I go over there and I see like blood and shit on the side of his head. So the abscess opened up, right? So I had to go over there and I had to drain it. And it was one of the most disgusting things I think I've ever had to do. I mean, it was like a waterfall coming out of there. For like 10 minutes, I had to drain that shit. That's how big. Like I said, he had like a really big thing there. I think he got stung by something, either bitten or stung. And that got infected. And oh my God. And it was fine in the beginning, like it was drained, but when it came closer to the end and it was more blood than anything else, that's when he started getting like, and I'm like, nope, you're staying right here until all that comes out, and then I'm gonna put alcohol on there, and then, oh my God. And and as soon as it was over, I mean, I went literally through a half of a roll of paper towels. That's how much came out of that. It was insane amount. It was insane for a cat, like a little cat. It was crazy. But when I was done, I could already tell he felt so relieved. He started purring. He was sitting there. He was cleaning himself. He was acting like himself again. He had been like this last few days because it was right by his head, like this. Poor cat. So hopefully I'm going to have to clean the wound every day so it doesn't get infected, because then he has to go to the vet and get antibiotics. But hopefully he's okay now. So now I gotta get Skinny up to par, and then I'm gonna take care of Frigga, and then hopefully I'm gonna have some fucking break from sick cats. This is outrageous. The little one is outside now. Her wound here from the spaying is pretty much healed. It's just a tiny red dot with a little crusty on there, you know. But it's fine. She's ready to go outside. She's been outside since yesterday. She's fine. She's playing. I check her wound every day, her little incision every day. It's fine. So that's good. Marie is fine again from her freaking kidney failure, so that's good. So I just have to get fucking Frigga and Skinny up to par, and then I'll be good. My God, dude. My brother's like, that's why I said no more cats. I'm like, yep. Yepers. God. But yeah, what do I do for my animals? You know, I don't have, you know, many human beings that you know, so my cats. So what's new with you guys? I did have still something that I thought we could maybe discuss, maybe if people had thoughts about it or something. Just kind of maybe waiting for more people to get here, seeing what can happen, but yeah. Oops, let me go here, because sometimes I gotta check my multi-stream too. I forget about that. Sometimes I have people in YouTube or in Oh my God, are you serious? Ah, thank you, Florida Metal. Oh my God. Dude, you just made my night. Holy shit. Gotta write it down, because you got... Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. This is awesome. So, now you can access my, my emotes. You can use my emotes. And you won't get any more ads now either, which is awesome. And that in anytime you want. So you just gotta let me know. Kanjan still got one open. Promethean. Miguel has 2 open, and Mr. Weird. I got him racked up here. I got him racked up. What? Is it an angry face? It looks like an angry face. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Yeah, so every month that you're subscribed to me, you get a free 10 card reading. That is included with your subscriptions. So you don't have to cash that in now. You can hold on to it, because I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track on who has what. You know, if you're subscribed to me for 3 months, oh, it's a thinking face. Okay, got you. Like, okay. So if you're like subscribed to me for 3 months or something and you don't get any of those readings, then you have 3 readings and you can cash them in at any time. It doesn't matter. I'm keeping track. I got a list. So no worries on that. Thank you so much again. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Cool. Yeah, you don't have to do it now. You can do it whenever you want. Whenever you want. You know, the 1 card reading is free, so if any of you want a 1 card reading, just yell out. I got you. And the 3 card reading is just 150 crystals, so if you want to cash those in too, you know, whatever. Do what you will. But yeah, Florida Metal, we're starting to talk to promoters now about shows. We've talked to 2 so far. One is an Orlando show. Okay, sure. Just shoot your questions. Yeah. I'm waiting on him if he can fit us where we want to be, you know. So I'm kind of waiting on his response on that, and depending, you know, then he'll let me know. You know, he said he'll let me know what he can do. Very nice guy, it seems. Taylor, I guess his name is. I think. The other show, I don't know if that's something. Draven has to call that guy still, talk to him about stuff, because he wants somebody to call him, and I'm like, I mean, just to know what you know, what spot I'm getting. I don't want to talk to anybody on the phone. I'm not a. And Draven said he would do it, you know. But the Orlando show, I'm really hoping. I'm waiting on that guy to tell me. He might have forgotten, you know. He might be busy, but we got some irons in the fire. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens soon, very soon. We have rehearsal when today's Monday, so Dienstag 18, Mittwoch 19, Donnerstag 20, Freitag 21, Samstag 20. Okay, so we have oh my god, I'm mixing languages. We have rehearsal this Sunday, so we're gonna see, you know. I mean, you know, Lord Valak is pretty much up to par, you know. It's all about me now. Surprise is coming. But anyway, so what is your question, Flower Metal? We shall seek and find an answer together. I thought you said you can't go anymore. Didn't you say that something occurred that has you not being able to go? At least that's the last I heard. I see. Okay. Now, if the card says yes or something along those lines, then, you know, don't let your anxiety overcome you and rule you, you know, because that is important to you. That is important to anybody in the black metal, culture that plays it, you know, yourself, or that enjoys it. You need to see Emperor if you have the chance. That is one of the, you know, you have to. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see if we can answer that question. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh god. Okay. Ooh, okay. The 5 of Swords inverted. I haven't had that one in a while. So let me... The 5 of Swords inverted. There you go. Right? Yeah, that's it. Oops. Exposing a false friend, less chance of defeat. False friend being anxiety. You're exposing your anxiety. You're false and let's say not justified anxiety, and because of that there's less chance of defeat. There's less chance of you not going. You need to go. This card says so. No, that's it. That's it. No more arguing, no more discussion, no more thinking, no more anxiety. I have really realized, and I've spoken of this, of course, many times, of course. But it is these things. When I first got on stage, it was I almost didn't do it. You know, I almost didn't do it. I told them, like, we were taking the tour bus, or the RV that our drummer at the time had just purchased for the band, right? We drove that to Jacksonville. That's where we had our first show, was in Jacksonville. And it was ridiculous. We showed up there like like we were fucking Kiss or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, huge. We had a huge thing. But it was really one of the best nights ever. Like, it was one of the best nights of my life. I will never forget it. We had such a blast, and it was perfect, But we're in the fucking RV driving, and I'm like, guys, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. They're like, you have to do it. You have to do it. We're going there right now. You cannot. I'm like, I can't do it. There's no, like, my heart, I was so, and it's not fear, right? I'm not scared, but I was so nervous, and, I can't do that. I can't do it. And until the last moment, I was standing behind, and about to go on stage. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it in my head, right? I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to turn around right now and walk away. But I went on stage, and I just literally, I forced myself in my head, and I said to myself, you must ignore this anxiety. You must just ignore it. That is the only way you're going to be able to handle this. And that's what I did. I just totally pushed this out of my head, pushed it to the side, and I went up there, and I did it. And it was like, as soon as I started doing it, I was like, dude, this is where I belong. This is what I was always supposed to do. And I felt free, and I felt right, and I knew that I did not have to be nervous anymore. And that nervousness never entered me again. Of course, there's always a little, like little anxiety, little, oh, hi, weird. How are you? You always have a little bit of nervousness. Perfect. We'll do that right now. It's normal. It's like literally for the first 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then you get into your element. You do what you do. You do what you practice. You do what you rehearse. You do what you know to do and what you're good at doing, And then it's fine. You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. I really hope you go. I'm jealous of you. I wish I could go. Especially in New York. Are you serious? Oh my God. Okay, Mr. Weird. We're doing this today. We're fucking doing this, and I'm excited about it. Very excited. What? I want to know what I need to know to be in the know, Okay. I kind of have an idea what you mean by that. We have them. I mean, I don't, actually. I don't have an Emperor patch. But Draven has one. But you can get him another one. He'll still put that on there. He loves Emperor. I love Emperor, too, because it's Emperor. But, I don't have a patch because I have other bands on my shit. Zaggeist, fucking... Drutk. One of my favorites. Okay. Okay. Set up, Mr. Weird. Let's start with your present circumstances right now. What is going on in your life right now? Oh, good. Very good. The Page of Wands. Okay. So there are definitely good things going on for you right now. Things are rather, working out, if you will. It's creative thinking, ingenuity, a genius. Using two sticks to move across the ice. So whatever you're doing right now, it is ingenious, and it's very creative. So keep it up. It's your current circumstances are right. It seems like you're on the right path with your right here, with your mind. Your past. What happened in the past? Okay. Four of Cups. So in the past, there was a time that even so there was material success, there was still boredom and kind of loss of life's pleasures due, it didn't matter. You were materialistically, you were very stable. You pretty much had everything that you needed, that you wanted, but you were just bored with everything. Okay? So that's what we see in there. Your subconscious. What goes on there? Ah, how fitting for you. How fitting for what you do and all of these things. That's my favorite card. The Hierophant. Perfect. Your subconscious is talking about divine inspiration. Let's see. Mercy, control over your spiritual needs, and conformity. Perfect. Perfect. Your subconscious is in perfect balance. I guess is due to meditative factors that you've been doing, whatever. Really good. I'm really excited that you have this card there. Okay, your secret wishes and desires. Let's see. Okay. King of Cups. So I think you wish to be a little bit more on the know-how side when it comes to financial matters, as you were back then, even so you were bored with your life. Thank you for following, Edward. Eddie. Immediately give you a nickname. Hi, Edward. Thank you. Richtofen. The Arceus? So, that's where we were. You are kind of striving and kind of, oh yeah, I was like, I know this, I made this for somebody, and I'm not really, I don't know all these, Pokemon, yeah, I painted that for somebody. I painted two of them. There's actually two of them. I did that for my bosses and managers' kids. Thank you for that. Thank you. I did a good job. I was very proud of it. Thank you. They loved it. They were excited. Because that's their favorite Pokemon. So I did it. So when you really look closely, you'll see that one looks slightly different than the other because they're not, they're not the same. I don't know if they come back to back or not, but I don't think they do. But thank you for that. Thank you. So, Mr. Weird, you're striving to be more artistic, more of a creative leader, and more free thinking, and like I said already, a little bit more, better versed in business matters, like a businessman. You're striving for that right now. That's your wishes. That's your desires. That's something, you're keeping yourself very level-headed to try to reach this goal, very clear to see what, so far your whole reading is very clear and cut and dry. You know what I mean? So that's really good. Hidden forces. What can we see there? Seven of Pentacles inverted. So it looks like there's a force that's keeping you kind of in a little bit of a stagnation. There's an impatience. There's a little bit of doubting your abilities, and there's progress is kind of like a little progress. It's not really coming along really quickly. That's a little bit of a force that's kind of putting rocks in your way, if you will, that everything is a bit slow going forward, and you're impatient about this. So that is a force that's there. it's, yeah, I was actually gonna say it's really not a huge thing. It's not something to worry about. It's just a little stagnation, that happens. It happens to the best, on our hardworking paths. That can happen. So let's look at what events yet to come. What can we see? Oh, the Emperor inverted. So there will be a time of incompetence and impotence at some point. Okay. Unclear. It could be with your job, or it could be something, something that's meaningful that you will be doing. That there's gonna be some weakness and some like incompetence and some indecision. Okay. Um, Kind of like, I feel like this is almost like spilling over into this a little bit, doubting your abilities, and then the impatience, and then here in the future talking about the indecision. Okay, so that's something that'll come up. So just keep your eyes open, your ears up, your ears open, and then hopefully you can nip that in the bud when the time comes. So let's see, people, or how is your environment influencing you? Ace of Wands inverted. So something in your environment is off at the moment. It could be at your job, or it could be it's some kind of club that you're involved in, or I don't know, something like that. Something is, there's like an indifference, a loss of energy, passivity, delay in plans or journeys. So that is almost again like this, very similar. So the environment you find yourself in momentarily is not ideal for what you're striving for what you're working on. Okay, so that's something that I'm seeing. You yourself are doing very well. You have straightforward things that you want to do. You know what you want. Your subconscious is at peace. Okay, but yeah, your environment, there's something here. It's kind of irking the situation. People around you. Let's see what we can see there. I don't like that at all. The Lovers inverted. So uh, obviously that doesn't always have to be the partner that it's related to, right? But it is separation, division, and conflict. Okay, with somebody that's close to you. Could be a really close friend, could be a family member, could be something like this. Somebody close to you. There will be conflict. I think that is the same as this in the environment, right? Find yourself in the environment. It's a certain person that has you a little bit with this here, it seems to me. Okay, yeah. So that's something, that's something that hopefully that can be resolved soon. Let's look at your spirituality. What goes on there? Okay. Makes sense once again for you. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. That's a wonderful card to have in your spirituality. So fortune, chance, good things, fate, destiny, unplanned happenings. Perfect. In your spirituality, that is perfect. It's like you're in a sandbox like a little kid right now with your spirituality, and you're just having a blast, and everything is just working. Things are falling into place like puzzle pieces falling into a puzzle perfectly. Everything is fitting. Everything is working out. Destiny, fate, all on your side. Love it. Good. Yeah, your spirituality and your subconscious. I always say this: these two kind of align. You know what I mean? And when they're in there together, when they're both good, they're good. It's good for you. You know what I mean? So wonderful. Your final outcome. Talking about, I want to know what I know when I can know, or whatever it was. I know what you mean though. So let's see. This is awesome. This is so good. The Temperance, look at that for your final outcome. She's perfect. She's mixing elements together for new results. Okay, that's what's going on there. That's perfect. It's balanced. It's let me see. Oh man, I'm so glad you have that for your final outcome. for, to know when you know what you need to know, or to be in the know. Patience, balance, channeling one's energy, combining elements for new results, which she's doing there. That's exactly your final outcome. So you are golden. You are absolutely golden. That was an awesome. You had like the only cards that were missing to make this like a perfect reading would be the Star and the Empress. And then you'd be fucking. That was awesome. Yeah, you have really good things coming your way. Or they are happening currently, I should say. So that's awesome. I'm really glad we did this, and yes. Perfect. I really hope that can kind of help you a little bit on your journey. And I'm really good you're saying that things are aligning right now, and that you know what is the thing that is not really working in your favor, So I'm really glad to know. That is awesome. Really good reading. Really good reading. Yes. A thing like a video? You made a video or something? I hope so. I liked your last video a lot. That was cool. I just, like I said earlier, I don't know if you were in stream, but I've had literally not a minute to myself. This is the first time, and this is not for myself either. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just been fucking stress. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. Just like, and I can't even concentrate on anything. I tried to be in my friend's stream the other day, but I was so, like, not in there because I'm so worried about my cat, so it's really hard for me to focus on anything right now. But due to her making very slight progress, as I just said, it's relieving my anxiety just as a little, but a little. That's why I came on here today, because I almost didn't come. It was really depending on how, how is she acting when I come home. And she was acting better than I had expected. So I was like, okay, I can take a break and come and stream, and do my usual stream. And I'm very... What's up, Miguel? Oh my God, hey! And I'm very glad I came, because now Miguel's here too. So, yeah. Alright, let me just mark this here. So, Mr. Weird got his April reading. Miguel still gets his April reading and his May reading. Promethean still gets his... Oh, well, we're not even in May. Why am I saying May? Well, I mean, I'm hoping you're still going to be subscribed to me in May, but yeah, so Kanjin, Florida Metal, Miguel, and Promethean are the people that still get readings for this month. And then if you are still subscribed to me next month, if I'm not boring the crap out of you, then, oops, then you get readings for that too. My stupid candle keeps going out, and I get angry about it, because it shouldn't do that. Stay on, motherfucker. Well, I mean. Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you serious? Are you serious? Thank you so much. Okay, so wait a minute. So 2 months, does that mean for May and June, or does that mean for April and May? Because I gotta write that down. Well, May is already on here. It's like I knew it. The psychic in me knew. No, it is weird though, because I didn't do that with anybody else, just you. So it's So it's probably for Danger Zone. Hi, how are you? So it's probably for April and May, right? That's what I'm thinking. For 2 months. Can I see it? You subscribed in March? So then it's for April and March. Okay, so then do I still owe you a March reading too then? Or did I do a March reading for you? I did a March reading for you, I think, didn't I? Or did I not? I'm good, Danger Zone. I'm good. No? I didn't even do a fucking March reading. That means I owe you 3 readings. 3 readings. Alright, so let me write that down then. A vision board? What is that, Danger Zone? Explain. Okay, so then I owe you 3 readings. Oh, yeah, and I gave you the readings based on the bits, yes? So you never actually used your subscription readings because you just used the bits. Oh, wow. I like that. That's really cool, Danger Zone. That's awesome. Okay, Miguel. Good. Then I got this. But you know what I'm going to do while we're here chatting, you know? I get a piece of paper and I'm going to write that better because it looks like shit right now. Make it look prettier. Ow. I have some weird pain in my foot, in my right foot. Fucking, I don't know what that is, like in my bones. It hurts. It's weird, but it only hurts sometimes. It's really weird. Alright, let's see. Well, that's thank you so much, Miguel. Oh my god. You guys are making my night. You know, I don't know. Indeed, Danger Zone. I can imagine, yes. Yeah, I got my fundraiser going on right now for my cat's operation. So, if anybody's interested, it's a GoFundMe for my cat Skinny, to get her operation for her hernia correction, which I think is the next thing that the vet's gonna tell me she's gonna need. You know, so anything helps. You know, that's all I'm trying to say. I have this fundraiser going on. It's on my Facebook. It's on my personal Facebook, which you can see. You know, that is attached to the Sect of the Dragon's Facebook. You can find it. I posted it yesterday on YouTube and everywhere else. I'm really trying to get her healthy. You know, she's young. She's the best cat. I swear, she's a good kitty. I mean, it doesn't matter whether she's good or not either. You know, but she's a special cat. She's very special. So, okay, let me write that down then. I want to make sure that everybody has got their stuff right. So we got here. So I'm going to write down the ones that haven't had it yet. So you got March, April, May. That's what they say in German. May. Okay. Then we got Promethean, April, okay, and then we got Kenjin, April. I don't like this pen. Oh, yeah, I mean, I can, but it's just, I don't know, it's just, maybe I'll make one also, but this is just easier for me to just write it down real quick. I don't know. Hi, Emily. And then we got Florida Metal. April. Yes. Oh, man, you guys are really rocking my world. I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad I'm doing this. Like everybody, you guys are so participating, and you guys are, fucking subscribing and all that stuff, and it's really like I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. It's been really rough the last few days, so I'm happy. Thank you everybody very much for being here, for supporting me. I am not gonna lie. There's a lot going on in my life right now, and it's really it's hard. So, being here and talking to you guys is really good. Now I'm writing down the ones that have it. Okay, so Scooby got his for April. Vulcan got for April. Then I got Solar. Oh, Solar I don't remember. Okay, so I'm not gonna remember if I gave Solar the April one. And that's it, right? Oh, and then I got Mr. Weird. Got his April one now. And then I have the list finished. Perfect. Yep. That's it. Here's the list. See? Looks nice. Looked like this before. All fucked up. Look at it. That's better. Alright, so this I just... Actually, I'm going to write that down now too. Points per 5-minute watch. And then 95 bits equal. Perfect. All right. Look, here's my list when everybody was in line. Crazy. I'm gonna hold on to that as my memories for my first, for my first streams. It's cool. But yeah, at least I got a better list here now. So I think I'm gonna just poke a hole in it and hang it here. Yep, that's it. Perfect. Stick that pen there. I'm set up. All right, people. If you want one card readings, call out. If you want to see an altar item, you see your channel points. You see how many channel points, crystals, how many crystals you have, and spend them. Spend them on whatever you want. You see your options down there. You can spend them on getting a 3-card reading. You can spend them on me hydrating. Promethean redeemed altar item. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Oh my god. 6,600? Holy shit. Alright, let's see. Let's see, Promethean, what I'm gonna get. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I have an idea what I want to get, because I think you would kind of appreciate that. But maybe I'll choose something else. Let's see. Oh my god. No, I can't. I cannot use that one. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna use a real special one for today. One of my very treasured possessions. If I can walk with this foot. What's wrong with it? I don't know. Riffing kind of week? What does that mean? Like, you're gonna play riffs? Or are you gonna make me play riffs? Oh god, please don't. Okay. That is my statue of Bogina Marina. Goddess Marina. That is the... What is on the side of her head? I don't know. Dirt? Yeah, something. That is the Slavic goddess of of life and death, both. Shipped from Ukraine, from the Ukraine. So this is one of my proudest possessions right here. She is perfect. Cut out of one piece of wood, and then, you know, burnt so she gets the shading. And yeah, the fact that she is from Ukraine makes it even better. From my sister country, Ukraine. So that is one of my proudest possessions right here, Promethean. And I'm glad I got to show it. She even has her sigil here. Her symbol is, she's got two symbols. This is her sigil pretty much. And then, let me see if the camera can pick it up. This right here is her star. That is her other sigil. So she's got two. Oh God, I fucked everything up, you know. I'm just trying to do something. It's okay. 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 Kenjin came in. Hey, Kenjin. How are ya? Yeah, so she is also not going to sit here all night long now. She's going to go right back on the altar because I'm not about to mess with Boginia Marena, and she's out of her place, and I know some things will occur. Easily irritated. There you go. Back to your spot, miss. Okay. I could feel it already. Lurking? Wow. You still have a 10-card reading open, Kenjin. Just remember. But yeah, that was it. That was one of the... Yeah, so, you know, when nights are really special and nights are really good, I'm going to bring my speciality out. I have a good time, guys. I'm really glad I'm here. I'm really thankful to all of you guys for coming tonight, supporting me. Conflict of interest? The fuck is you talking about? Oh, my God. What is going on with my phone? Sorry, guys. I gotta reply to people here real quick. Yeah, I have termites, so the whole house has to be fumigated soon. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm just telling my brother that the abscess of my cat's ear. He's like, so you did it now yourself? I guess he saw him, and I'm like, no. He scratched it, and it pretty much popped, and then I got all the rest. Yes, they're going to be... It does look like me, doesn't it? Yeah, they're gonna be tenting the house. It's gonna be a huge fucking thing. They're gonna have to tent the house for 3 days, and because I have the wood termites. I don't have the subterranean termites. I have the actual wood termites, and my entire house. You've been here now, Miguel. You've seen it. My entire house is wood. Like, it's all wood. I mean, you know, I really gotta say that they're not so bad right now. I was already vacuuming away a couple of days ago. They were all on my lamp up there, and I just vacuumed them away. I see a bunch of dead ones too, which is a good sign. So prior treatments may be still a little bit, but this kind of severity, we have to have it tented, unfortunately. It also costs. Now everybody's using Arian. Yeah, it's what is it, like $3,000? $3,000. Yeah, to do it. Unfortunately, yeah. But it has to be done. It has to be done. If we don't do it, it's gonna make our whole house. At some point, the house gonna collapse on us. You know, that's not gonna. That's just gonna go on for so long. They're eating this house alive. You know, and or you know what I mean. It cannot. We cannot do that. The other one is the sad one. I can't see now. So yeah, but it's good because it needs to be done, and it needs to be done, and we can do it, and we will do it. And then the remodeling is gonna start. The whole house is gonna get remodeled. Not the whole house, but you know the bathrooms are gonna be remodeled. The floors are gonna be redone. Things like that. Kitchen's gonna be remodeled. And then we're looking to oh God, yeah, just set it on fire, right? That's what it looks like, a house on fire. Maybe I'm seeing this wrong, but and then we're gonna be renting out the units. You know, we're planning on moving to Tampa. My brother buying a house there, me buying a house there, and then we're gonna be renting out the units here. Yeah. And that's the plan. That's the plan. So, yeah, fun, right? I know. Well, the remodeling we're not going to be doing. My brother's getting an equity loan, and we're going to be hiring contractors that are going to be doing all that shit. Oh, I love those purple flames. That's cool. So, you know, but it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be such a thing, brah. People in this house every day. You know what I mean? Remodeling shit. It's gonna suck. But... when it's done, you know, and it's going to be so great, and I'm excited about it, you know. And I know my brother is even more, because I know that he's tired, you know, he wants this shit redone, because the carpets are just awful, man. They got to come out. They got to fucking come out. They're disgusting. They're horror. They're awful looking. Because they were in here when we moved in, and the people that lived here before us, they were fucking wrecked, man. I had to fucking clean so much before I was even able to move in here. It was unbelievable. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that needs to be done, you know. Yeah, it's a big undertaking, but I think it's gonna be like a big weight, especially off of my brother's shoulders once that's done, you know. But also for me, because we can finally, you know, I can actually take my business to Tampa, where there are people my age group, where there's more opportunities. You know what I mean? This shit here is just getting old. You know, we're just like stagnant sitting here, and because we just don't belong here. Yeah, it's nice and quiet here, you know, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I don't know, I don't care. It's not for us here. It's not for us. All this churchy shit, sorry, you know, it's not for us. And it's not young, you know, innovative and young and you know, thoughtful people. It's old and really ignorant and freaking like intolerant people that are here around us, and you know, we don't want to be part of it anymore. So yeah, but so what you know, I wanted to discuss this topic with you guys today, and I wanted to hear your thoughts, and I wanted to bring that out there, and I wanted to just kind of, you know, that's a topic for us to yeah, but then what? Then the police comes, and then what? You know, I can't do it. Thank you, Florida Metal. Thank you. We're you know. They don't hear us in their stone building. They don't. Which is actually ironic because we have practice on Sundays. That's when we rehearse. They can't hear us. We can't hear them. There's nothing. There's no hell to raise, really. You know what I mean? But that brings me to my point of discussion today that I wanted to discuss. Maybe First Amendment. Yeah, I know, right? That's true. But, we unofficially live in a police state already, so I can't open my doors. All my cats are going to run and they're going to pee everywhere. No, can't do. No can do. But, so the topic that I wanted to discuss, and I really want your guys' thoughts on this. The fact, okay, so how do I start this? So I wanted to discuss the crucifixion today. Yes, Promethean, I agree with you. First it's stressful, and then it's refreshing. So yes, I wanted to discuss the crucifixion today with you guys. That was my thing. That was what I had picked out. That's what I wanted to discuss last time already. But we didn't get to. We did other things. But I wanted to discuss that today. And I really wanted to see... I remember when you were here and you were talking about that shit. Yeah. if you will. I mean, we don't know. I mean, yeah, I understand he didn't have a wife and he didn't have kids and everything, but look at me. That doesn't mean, that doesn't always mean that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was talking about Jesus' crucifixion. No, I wanted to discuss this because that has always been something that has been very interesting to me because at some point I learned the truth about it, right? And the truth is obviously that it didn't happen. But it goes more... I mean, nothing wrong with swinging both ways, I guess. Yeah, and that's something that I thought about too, Promethean. I thought about that too. That was my thought. Right. She was his woman. But the point is, the discussion that I wanted to have about this is about the fact that this was a complete false. That never happened that way. And we have actual supporting scientific evidence that explains why that crucifixion didn't occur at all. And one of the reasons why I wanted to discuss this is because it is so ironic in a sense that people wear crosses around their neck, and even the shape of the cross that they wear around their neck, right? Because that is the sign of because Jesus was crucified, so you wear a cross, right? Which is so weird because I've seen this joke made many times where, what if Jesus was shot with an AK-47? Would everybody be wearing an AK-47 around their neck, right? Right. Interesting. Those are the things that are unclear, right? We can never know. That's not something, unless there's literally recorded evidence of like a love letter or something like that, then we really cannot know. You know what I mean? Then it's all speculation. I mean, it is all speculation as it is anyway. But this particular topic that I'm talking about is not up to speculation. It's actually fact that it's actually impossible that he was crucified. And it's even more so impossible that he was crucified in that way that he was crucified. Because crucifixions, at the time that this occurred, were not a common method to end somebody's life. Not a common method at all. there were maybe like one or two crucifixions in at that time that Jesus was crucified, all over the world. There were one or two. Okay, so that, because it was completely uncommon, it was not a common practice to do this at all. It was nothing. Okay, so first of all, that. Second of all, the way he was crucified was completely false. It can physically not occur this way, because if that's the case, like, the way it is that you're it's hard to explain, but you would just fall down, like the nails would completely. You could put the nails in there that would have more would stabilize you better on, holding you up, but it would still then go this way. Putting them through there is an absolute thing that does not occur, because it will not hold a human body up at all, not even for 2 hours. Okay, so that was false. It was also found that the way he would have to be crucified would be in an X shape, in order to so the whole body, so the legs are spread and then the arms are spread, and then that's how the body would be nailed to this X, to this wooden X. That's the only way it could maintain its position that way, and that is something that never occurred. That is the one or two crucifixions that did occur throughout the entire world at this time. Okay, so so I always found this, more supported, exactly. So I always found this a really interesting fact to think about, because, like, you have science literally telling you that this is an impossibility. No, because the body's like, I don't know. I mean, you can, you technically, if you like bind with ropes and you do all this shit, you can. But like I said, there's no evidence whatsoever that this was even a common practice at all. That's already where the whole issue starts. That was not something that was happening. Not in that area, not anywhere else in the world. And not in that way at all. You know what I mean? So it's already anything past that is already like, we don't even have to think about it, because it was not something that was common. Because at these times, and almost like still to this day, when it comes to executions and stuff, we still do them. They still occur, and we have common ways of executing people, right? We have the electric chair still. We have the gas chamber, and we have the fucking the needle, right? So we still have this. This is still, and this is a common practice. This is common. This is how you do it. Everybody in the world knows, in the first world countries, how people get executed. So, and it was the same back then. Different tribes, different countries, they had different culture. They had different ways of doing things, but they were ways that they were doing things, right? So, for instance, the Andean Americans, the Mayans, the Aztecs, all of these people, they are 100% well known and with scientific evidence for their beheadings. That was the most common execution, and that was all they ever did, was beheading people. That was their thing, beheading people. And then they made mummy packages, is pretty much what they call them, mummy bundles. But so for that area, that was common for that area, that this occurred there. Yeah, you know what, Promethean, in that moment that I said that, I actually, yes, you're right. Yes, yes, but I'm talking about specifically America. You know, you want to say it's a first world country, but executions still occur. But yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I wanted to inject that in there when I was saying it, but yes, yes, of course, granted. But yeah. So, and then for a whole mass of people to just ignore, they just ignore that. They just completely ignore the fact that was not even Zitte. We call it Zitte in German. That was not even what would be the same word? Let me see here. Zitte. Let's see. So from German to English, because I do not know what that would be in English. Zitte. Okay. It's not loading it. Piece of shit. My phone's been driving me insane with its bullshit. Let me just use the other one. I have 2 translation programs. Custom. It was not custom. Custom fashion. Yeah. Okay. Yep, custom is what it is. So it was not custom anywhere in the world to crucify a person in that manner at all. Let alone, like, crucifixions by themselves were not a common practice, not a custom practice at all. And when they occurred, they were, like I said, 1 or 2, and they were So whole millions of people just completely they don't care. They will still wear that cross around their neck. Thoughts? Anybody thoughts right now, please? Because you see me, I'm very a person of symbols, right? I wear all my my symbolic things on me at all times. You know that I wear the kolovrat for my Slavic heritage, right? With the actual Serbian coat of arms right on it as well, right? For my Slavic heritage. Torshama. Mjolnir. Of course, for my Germanic heritage. I wear this for multiple reasons. Ankh is important to me in other ways. And the snake. We know why. The snake. The snake is a sign of fertility and of wisdom and of knowledge, right? The snake was what set Adam and Eve free. Pretty much. Or all of us, if you will. But yes. So, but all of these have deep meanings, you know. And the snake, of course, is something that was worshipped and that was looked at. The snake and the dragon before anything, before any of the indoctrinated religions came to be. The snake and the dragon were the go-to symbols of everything, of the universe, of everything coming together. We get the Ouroboros, which is the snake eating its own tail. These are things that are millennia old, you know, and that's why I trust in them. That's why these are my things, you know. These make more sense to me than, you know, that other stuff, you know. What are you covering up, Miguel? What tattoo? You have Thor's hammer tattoo? Don't cover that up. Of course, that's what their beliefs would say, Promethean. Of course, that's what their beliefs would say. I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh, God. Yeah, yeah, get it changed to something else. But you know, Miguel, you are of Hispanic. Um, your ancestors are Hispanic, right? I mean, even maybe your direct family. So maybe you do research, because I'm telling you right now, the book on the Incas that I read was one of the best books I ever read. The culture and history of the Incan Empire is, it's unbelievable what these people were doing. Unbelievable. That's where you derive from, your ancestors, and everything. So, maybe getting symbols from that, would be so incredible, because that's what I do. German, Spanish, and African. All of it so rich in these things, so that's what I always do. I always look at where do I come from, what are my roots, and based on that is what I choose my symbols, that I present, that I represent, that I. Well, yeah, well, Vikings was more of like a job description anyway, right? The Vikings were pretty much the ones that went out there and they raided and they did all of these things. It wasn't actually raiding, but it was exchange of goods, travel, all of these things. Um, but yeah, the symbolism changes, depending on what area, when you look at even how the gods are depicted, or even just symbols for communications, like the Germanic runes, for instance. They are very different from runes that are used in the Inca Empire. You know what I mean? Yeah, Germanic heritage. Yeah, of course. And when he said, yeah, and he says German, so um Nordic calls your soul. That's, you see, and that's the same for me. It's like for me, I can really feel the duality within myself, right? This homebound thing, this taking care of my vegetables that I'm growing, doing these type of things, taking care of my animals, all of this. It really is knowing that this is like the Slavic peoples were more that way. The traveling was not really as dominant with them. Now with the Germans, that's why I'm always so depressed that I cannot travel, because I can feel it inside me that my whole existence is just like desperately wanting to travel, because that's what my ancestors did. That's just what's within me, and I cannot, and it drives me insane. It drives me insane because I'm not meant for this here all the time. I'm meant to travel the world. That is what I'm meant to do. you know Even my mother traveled the whole world. And why is this in there? Because it's I said this before, it's in our Volksmarch. Yeah, exactly. The Völkermarsch. Völkermarsch, yeah. Or Volksmarsch, yeah. That's exactly it. And it's always in me. Why would this be, it's in me. It's in us. What these feelings that we have, these thoughts, everything that we do comes from our ancestors, which did it these ways. That's why I like to read about the past a lot. I like to read on how people did things back then, all of the stuff, because we have to, because most people, yeah, Wanderer, yeah, yeah. Because most people are just, they forget about where they come from. They forget about their heritage. They don't care about their heritage. They're just like, oh, whatever. I just live in the day. And that's why they can never really reach a different heights of thought. They cannot reach different heights of consciousness and cognition because they just stay in whatever they're in. They play video games, or they, watch TV all day, or they just smoke weed all day and just sit there and, and they do nothing else, or they just go to work and they just work, 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 which is good. Nothing against workers. Working is good. What's up, Video Cruiser? Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. But it's like, and for some people it's good if they make work their life. That's perfect. But you want to make sure that you do this for the right reasons, right? Not just because you have nothing better to do. You gotta nourish your own spirit still. Now if you have kids and you need to be doing this, then you have to put your priority first, and your children are your priority. For instance, it makes perfect sense. But if you cannot even make this your career, you can't even grow in the company that you work for, you're always going to be the same. You're single, try to do research, try to look into these things, try to find out everything. Learn. Always learn. Try to learn everything that you can. That's a good view. I mean, for me, that's really real, I mean, I cannot really talk about the reincarnation in that sense, but I mean, I've been here now for 16 years, and it's like, okay, I've been wanting to go home for 16 years, maybe not for good go home, but to go back home and visit my home, and see my home and my people. And, it's hard. It's really hard. So imagining that I was once a different country woman from another country, and then that's why I'm always talking about Japan. Japan is always like one of these things where I'm just like, man, I want to go to Japan. I've always been drawn to the culture, drawn to everything that Japan does, everything that Japan represents. I've always been drawn to. Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? So, who knows? Maybe I was Japanese. Maybe I was a samurai warrior at some point in Japan. That's the thing. Dragons and serpents, they have always represented. They have I think Helena Blavatsky talked about how the describing that the universe is almost das All, like the universe, like outer space is almost like formed like a dragon, when it comes to its point and all of these things. That's always been one of these animals that has always been prevalent, that has always been used to for spiritual explanations and all of these things. Yeah, that's so interesting. I love thinking about that, because the more our technology advances, the more we oh my God, Promethean, what do you think B would say? A different country? Oh my God, he would have eyes like this, like, oh my God, everything looks different, Mom, everything. Everything is so different in Germany. Everything is smaller. The roads are small. Like, everything is so different. Everything's closer together. Ugh. Always that thing. Yeah, that could also be something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I feel like as long as you're there, as long as he has his mom's voice there and your face, and that can I can remember when I was a kid like that, and I would be like, and I just, when my mom's there, I'm okay, I'm okay. I just gotta look at my mom and listen to my mom's voice, and I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah, these are, yeah, so, I mean, I have reached meditative heights at some point where I was able, all the time when I meditate. I don't really have to take substances to that extent to be able to, because I could say I'm pretty much a pro when it comes to meditating. So I could reach levels where sometimes I have to shake myself out of there because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna drift too far. I'm gonna drift too far here. So, but that was for my beginning stages pretty much. Like 20 some years back. Now in recent years, I have really even more so. I just let go. I just really let go because you have to really let go. Like you have to, even if it scares the shit out of you, you have to do it because that's the only way you're gonna grow. You're always gonna see new things. You're gonna experience new things, and you have to let go. You cannot hold on to mortal anxiety or fear or stress or whatever. So um. But yeah, so these are good topics. But then yeah, that's why the serpent is not really adhered to by Christianity in that sense, because it's more of a negative sign. What were you asking about earlier, Florida Metal? I don't remember now. About the Emperor show? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. You're talking about like what Promethean said about taking her son. Yeah, but I mean, for me personally, and of course I can only speak for myself. Mm, the Ark location. The Ark was not even actually made big enough to um to fit all animals, all two animals that would have been on the ship. Okay, thanks for coming. Bye. So, what was I saying? Oh, so this is only, of course, my own opinion here, Florida Metal. I, but only maybe because I've seen it. So I think he's talking about. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking it was a Noah's Ark. That's what I was thinking. So my opinion is like it I think it's not as bad when it's a different state of America because it is kind of people try to find boy. But if it's a because it's still the same country, it's still the same language, still the same people, right? It just looks a little different. Oh, people try to find both? Yeah. Um but it is like when you go to a different country where everything looks different. Like literally the streets look different, the buildings look different, and the language is different. Even the people look different. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's can be very much a culture shock. It was for me. It was for when I moved to the U.S. It was very like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But you know, the one thing I'll never forget was really when I moved here. The first thing I noticed, I looked around and I was like, wow, Americans are so beautiful. It is really true. That was one of my first things. I looked around and I was like, Americans are so beautiful. It's insane. It's like, okay, now I know Hollywood actors, they just walk on the streets because everybody looks like a Hollywood actor here. You know what I mean? But it was so weird. Okay, so I just want to interject real quick before I continue. I think I upset Video Cruiser here. I think I upset him or her. Because it seemed that you know, as I was talking about these things, you know, I'm not trying yes you are to put anybody's stuff down, right? If you are a believer in Christianity, if you're a believer in Jesus, that is your belief. I don't want it's just science is science, and we have found out that if you were indeed Video Cruiser talking about Noah's Ark was found, Noah's Ark that was supposed to fit 2 of all animals in the world was not big enough to fit all the animals. So there's a flaw in the story of Noah's Ark. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, probably. Whatever. I just want to clarify here, you know, because it's like, you know, it's the same with my religion. There will be the story of the apples that the gods can eat that keeps them young forever, right? And they must eat these apples. It's not that way. It was not that way. Could have been a variation of it somehow, just like Noah's Ark, but it was not that way, because we know that there's no actual apple that you can eat that keeps you young forever. Okay? It's science fiction. Just like Noah's Ark carrying 2 of each of the species was science fiction, right? Because we have the proof it was not large enough to carry all these animals. Okay? Oh my god, Prometheus! I love you, dude. Oh my god, dude. That's hilarious. No, they weren't. They took a couple of them on the ship in a fucking fishbowl. Now we're just talking shit. I'll stop. Okay. So what I was saying, okay, so when I moved here and I see all these fucking Americans, I'm like, whoa, they're so beautiful. These people are like beautiful looking people, right? And it was so weird because good. I mean, you know, funny. And it was so funny because then, you know, as I got older and then I started, you know, dating guys and all that stuff here. I mean, you know, I was already dating guys in Germany. I was, you know, of age. But, you know, in my 20s and stuff, I started being told by guys and not just guys, but like girls too, that's saying, you know, no, like we see you and we think you are so beautiful and unique looking. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you're like so pretty and you're exotic looking and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's interesting. You know, because I look exotic to like Americans, they think, oh, you know, she's so pretty or whatever. Right. And then Americans look so perfect to me. You know what I mean? That's kind of sweet, though. That's kind of nice that people are like that. I that's one of the biggest things that I experienced. That I looked around and I was like, whoa. And then people looked at me like, whoa, you're so pretty. Where are you from? And I'm like, I'm pretty? Oh, my God. Thanks. Dude, I just had something really stuck in my throat. But yeah, so... Well, thank you. Thank you. I have a very hard time with compliments. I try to stay. This is not good. This is what bothers me. Everything else is okay, but these are, oh my god. Oh my. Oh wow. Wrinkles are not a thing, really. It was never a thing. I mean, I got this one here, but you know, whatever. Wrinkles were really not a thing with my parents. My dad a little bit, but my dad was like a bodybuilder too. You know, they get wrinkly then later. You know. But my mom, she didn't have a fucking wrinkle when she fucking died. Not at all. But we all get older, you know, and it's just kind of like, I have really discovered, like, it really just lays in, you know, your eyes. It lays in your eyes and maybe in your mouth in a way, you know. And these are the things that, well, 57. Should have had some wrinkles, you know. But she didn't. Like, she literally didn't have any wrinkles. She didn't have any crow's feet. She didn't have any wrinkles here. Only, you know, when she did this, of course she had wrinkles. She had this here. You know, that's what I'm getting these from her. But also only when she smiled. Like, yeah, your dad didn't... Wow. Now that's major. Yeah. At that age, not to have wrinkles that's beautiful. That's good. That's good. My dad, yeah, like I said, my dad did. Yeah, he did. But my dad also laughed a lot. My dad laughed a lot, man. Oh my god. But so did my mom. My mom was very... At the end there, the last few years, because my brother and I, you know, we had matured. We were, you know, in our late 20s, so we were kind of growing up then, and we were fucking laughing. We were just joking, you know, and my mother just, my brother and I, we'd go so fucking crazy, and my mother would just laugh her ass off about my brother and I. It was so funny, man. We had good times. It is definitely genetics, yep. And I tell you, mixed breed is the best breed. I am literally 50-50. I am literally half Serbian, or I should say half Serbian, German. Well, I mean, from the face. But other than that, yeah. Literally. Draven just asked me the other day. So he's like, really? Or was it Draven? Yeah, I think so. Draven's like, I really want to clarify, like, your ancestors and everybody, they were pure German on that side, and then the other ones were pure Serbian on that side. And me, yeah. I'm literally perfect 50-50, Serbian and German. Na zdravje, na zdravje. Let's see. Keep seeing Miguel Gonzalez say, "What's up, slacker?" I know what's going on there, I think. You know, maybe when you have some, yeah, maybe. Well, I do think that, I don't know if anybody has any suggestions on that, but I did want to do that for myself too, because, you know, I mean, going further and further and further back, I don't even know, I mean, who knows? So it's like, I almost thought one day if I have like an extra little bit of money that I'm going to invest in this ancestry and maybe really, look, because I know for sure that my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, and my great-great-great-great-grandmother mother and father and all that shit from both sides is, Serbian and German. So further back, who knows? Because they go like, I don't know how far back they can go, but I think they can go very far back. So I'd be very interested to see. You know what? And I thought about that. I would be so excited to know. Somebody suddenly says it's fucking like, I don't know, it's gotta be, yeah, if it were like Japanese, I would be like, whoa, are you serious? You know what I mean? African, I would be, I would be really, it would be such an exciting thing. Broadly Central European, gotcha. Yeah, I would really just love to know how what goes on there. Be interesting. So yeah, what time is? Oh, guys, it's time. It's time for me to hit the hay. I think because I gotta work tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna head out now, guys. But I want to say I think this was really awesome tonight. Man, thank you, Miguel and Florida Metal. That is so amazing. Look, my number is going up. It's slow, but it's going. For my guitar amp. I'm really trying. Thank you, Emily. Yes, of course, everybody. Yep, that's right. That's right. Thank you, Emily, for coming. I really want to say thank you, Promethean. It was a great night, wasn't it, guys? I had a blast, man. I'm glad I came. I'm really glad I came. Yeah, so I want to thank Video Cruiser too. It doesn't matter, Thank you, Video Cruiser. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Florida Metal. Thank you, Promethean. Thank you, Emily. Who else was in here? Danger Zone, Mr. Weird. Who else? Kenjin, thank you. I want to thank all of you guys. It was such a great night. I hope I didn't forget anybody, but I appreciate you more than I can put in words. Really, I really don't know even how to describe. You guys are really a great support system, and I'm very appreciative of that. And without you guys, I couldn't be doing any of this. It would be useless. So I'm very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Hvala vam. Dankeschön. So I'm going to head out for tonight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow probably longer because I don't work Wednesday. So I'm going to leave, guys. And I see you tomorrow. I embrace you. I want to say thank you again. And thank you, Miguel. Thank you. And have a good night, guys. I see you.